Salve citizens, and welcome back to a little bit more Schedule 1. Let's talk about the absolute top tier mix for every type of drug in the game. We are on the Schedule 1 calculator. I will provide the link here, and we're going to just call out. We're going to start with green crack, because it's the first one that popped up for me. We're going to talk about what it takes to make a green crack that costs 31 to make and sells for 171. So you're going to do paracetamol, banana, gasoline, cuke, mega bean, battery, then banana, and cuke again for 8 steps total. And again, it costs 31 and sells for 171. When you double up on banana and cuke, these add additional benefits that can quite exponentially increase the recipe. Next, let's talk about OG Kush. This is going to be an 8 substance OG Kush that overall costs 44 to make and sells for 172. It is currently the best that has been discovered. It's going to be horse semen, paracetamol, gasoline, cuke, paracetamol again, mega bean again, and then battery. And doubling up on mega bean and paracetamol add additional effects that quite exponentially increase the value. Next up, we're going to do sour diesel, and it's going to be one that runs in order here. It's going to be cuke, mega bean, iodine, horse semen, motor oil, Addy, and Viagra. Its total cost is 45 with a sell price of 167. Alright, for Grandaddy Purple, we're going to do an 8-step recipe that costs a total of 40 and sells for 172. And it's going to be cuke, energy drink, paracetamol, gasoline, cuke again, battery, mega bean, and chili. This again makes one that sells for 172. It has a total cost of 40. We're going to cover meth. There's a lot of meth recipes that run about the same. They all kind of get to the same place. They cost 42, and the top end meth at an 8 mix total sells for about 343. And that recipe is going to be motor oil, cuke, paracetamol, gasoline, cuke a second time, battery, horse semen, and mega bean. And again, this is for meth, the total cost of 42 and a sell price of 343. And last but not least is cocaine. This is going to be a recipe that costs 42, has 8 steps, and sells for 735. It's going to be motor oil, cuke, paracetamol, gasoline, cuke a second time, battery, horse semen, and mega bean. And again, this will lead to a cocaine recipe that costs 42 to make and sells for 735. Now, if you're like me, and you don't like a bunch of craziness with the mixing, and we're going to do these based on 3 steps, we're not going to rank them based on how far in the game you have to get them. We're simply doing convenience of making these. So the first one is going to be a sour diesel mix that costs 21 and sells for 99 in 3 steps. And that's going to be horse semen, iodine, and Viagra. And you will need to be Hustler 3 to make this recipe. Next up is green crack with a very similar recipe of mega bean, Viagra, and horse semen. This is a $20 cost with a 102 sell point. And again, this is simply making a product that is easy to make. It's 3 steps, very simple. It's an OG Kush recipe that costs 18 and sells for 102. We're going to do cuke, horse semen, and mega bean. Again, that's OG Kush, and it sells for 102. Now, onto meth. We're going to look at a 3-step meth recipe that costs 22 to make and sells for 174. And that's going to be Addy, horse semen, and Viagra. Again, another 3-step recipe that sells very, very well for now cocaine is again going to be Addy, horse semen, and Viagra, and this will sell for $3.72 as cocaine with a $22 cost. Alright, and we're going to do just one noob recipe. Early game OG Kush. You don't need to be higher than rank, let's see, what did I set it to? Hoodlum 3. This is going to be a recipe for OG Kush that costs $8 and sells for $88. It's going to be mouthwash, banana, and cuke. Thank you for checking this video out. Hopefully this helps you out with some good recipes. And I truly hope you all enjoy the game. Take care, and I hope to see you again soon.